Hello, dear residents. I am Red.
And I am Angel. And
welcome back to our channel, Building Life, where we build and create for all our dear residents. Today, we are going to design and renovate an 8 square meter room into a music studio and a lounge working area.
The challenge here is the different function or use of both rooms. One room is noisy while the other should be kept silent at all times. The only barrier that is separating both areas is the drywall. So how do we prevent or at least diminish the amount of sound that goes from the music room to the lounge or working area and vice versa?
Well, we'll be adding a few elements into the drywall for it to be soundproof. But how do we do it? What are the right materials to use? You will learn more if you stay tuned in this episode. But before we start, we'd really appreciate if you'd hit the subscribe button below and give us a thumbs up in our video.
Also, don't forget to hit the notification button for more updates on our channel. Hi guys, it's me again. When we talk about soundproofing, the first object that comes into mind is the egg crates. But we're not going to use this for our project because aside from it being highly flammable, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, so bye-bye egg crates. Instead, we will be using this acoustic foam panel. But wait, this is a common misconception that we need to talk about. Egg crates and foam panels do not soundproof a room. I repeat, they do not soundproof a room. I've read some reviews online that people are disappointed with their purchase of the acoustic foam panels because the noise coming from their room could still be heard by the adjacent room. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but acoustic foam panels do not work that way. These acoustic foam panels act as dampeners to reduce echo and reverb. When a room is not acoustically treated or when a room has a lot of hard surfaces, what happens is that when a sound travels to these hard surfaces, it bounces back to you or it reflects the sound. So to reduce that, we'll have these acoustic foam panels installed. I did more research and found out that people are still not contented with acoustic foam panels, saying that it's still not effective in reducing reverb. So I looked up for DIY panels and what materials to use for a more effective acoustic foam panel. And check this out. Matt from DIY Perks constructed wooden frames and used towels as alternatives for acoustic panels. In his video, he conducted an experiment and tested on various fabrics and see which material can absorb the most sound. I linked his video in the description box below, so please check it out. It's really interesting. Now let's talk about soundproofing a room. If the walls are made of concrete, then it's not much of a problem. But in this case, we will be constructing a drywall using fiber cement board, which is tricky because you will need to add a few elements built into the drywall for it to be soundproofed. In drywall construction, first we construct its framings using wood studs or metal. After the framing, we cover it with fiber cement board. Common brands for fiber cement boards include Hardiflex and Smartboard. So this is the top view of the drywall. As you can see, sound can easily transfer from this room to the other because of the hollow space in between the drywall. So what we need to do now is we sandwich a material in between the drywall that would act as a sound absorber. So when a sound hits the drywall, the material in between absorbs those high frequencies and dissipates before it travels to the other room. This material that we will be using is the rock wool, which is basically made up of volcanic rocks or basalt and slag, which is a byproduct of steel and copper. The materials are then melted and spun into fabric, thus we have the rock wool. Just be extra careful when handling or installing the rock wool because the material can cause itchiness or skin irritation, or when you're extremely sensitive, it can cause nasal allergies. It's highly recommended that you wear long sleeve, pants, gloves, protective eyewear, and an N95 mask when working on rock wool. Take note, dear residents, that I am not an acoustic engineer nor I'm an expert in designing acoustically treated rooms. I also slept almost throughout my utilities classes way back in college. I'm so sorry, sir. Basically, what I'm sharing to you right now is based on what I have researched, and I did my best to summarize and simplify the inputs that I have gathered about soundproofing and improving the acoustics of a room. If you have any suggestions or ideas on how I could improve the acoustic design of a room, or what I should have or should not have done in this project, please feel free to comment down below. I am open to new ideas and hopefully I could learn from you, dear residents. I saw this beautiful furry silver linen at the textile store and bought this instead of towels that we used in DIY Perks video which I showed earlier. We will be using this fabric for our DIY acoustic panel. Extra rock wool that we purchased for the drywall, so we utilized it and inserted the rock wool into the panel's frames. Custom-made lounge chair with storage underneath. We made a movable wooden divider that can be placed anywhere depending on which area of the lounge that you'll need a little privacy.
We designed the main door and the screen door as a sliding door because it makes the area bigger, as there is no more swing space consumed. This is good for hallways, narrow hallways and small rooms. In this setup, the door is carried by a channel. The door is attached to the hardware with wheels that run inside the carrying channel. Make sure that the carrying channel is bolted and screwed to a structural frame of the drywall placed just above the door jamb. A U-clip is attached below the doors for the sliding guide. Since this is not an inside sliding door, the jamb should protrude on the receiving end for the door lock. Same installation goes to the aluminum sliding screen door we made outside.
You can also use barn door accessories as an alternative and can be purchased at your local hardware store. We've decided not to use this in our project since its rollers and hanger accessories are too big, and we didn't want to ruin the art of the main sliding door. Lastly, we've glued a soundproof door strip and rubber foam adhesive strip all around the door's edges so that sound won't pass through the small gaps. You can purchase these at Shopee and I've provided links down below.
That would be all for now. See you soon, dear residents.
Thank you for watching and hope you enjoyed our video. See you next time and stay tuned for our next fit out vlog.